The obstacle is the way. Today on Fortitude Through Stoicism, and this is my 365-day journey of implementing the ancient philosophy of Stoicism into the life of this modern masculine man. So for me, today is the last day of June. This marks 6 months, halfway, daily disciplines of doing my videos. And I got to tell you, this has been an amazing experience. And it's been an individual journey, right? I did these posts and these videos only as a form of accountability for myself, because I know when I say I'm going to do something, I do that thing. So if I say it publicly, I'm going to do that thing. And this was important to me. So to hold myself accountable, I went down this path and did this publicly. I have learned so much. This has changed my life in ways that I will never truly understand. If you had told me what I would experience before I started this, I would not believe you. I would not believe the shift in my mindset. And I consider myself to be someone with a very strong mindset going into this. The obstacle is the way. Today, the quote by Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor. While it is true that someone can impede your actions, they can't impede your intentions and your attitude, which have the power of being conditioned and adaptable. I'm going to stop. The quote continues. While it is true that someone can impede your actions, they can't, unless you let them, impede your intentions and your attitude. I work in the consulting industry, as I've talked about. I'm a project manager, which means it's my job to go into a client, figure out all the problems, write the project solution, then I put my consultants on that to execute, okay? These are very, 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 very expensive consulting packages for small businesses that most of them haven't seen a profit in years. I'm talking big money. Just to give you an example, the checks that we collect on a weekly basis range between $23,000 and $27,000 for me to have one of my consultants on site for the week. There's a tremendous amount of fear in my clients who have to sign that check. They don't even have the money. A lot of them have to borrow it, have to get it. They don't even have it to solve their problems. But what I do is incredibly difficult. It's incredibly challenging. You need significant amounts of emotional intelligence. You need patience. You need to deal with a lot of this stuff. So at work, they have named me the Juggernaut. This is a name that was given to me by the director. And again, I represent many, many, many different consulting companies. They basically come out with assignments, and there's assignments I basically accept or decline. But depending on your ranking, depends on how good the jobs are in the country. And I'm one of the top ranked project managers in the country. I'm one of the very top doing what I do, which is at the very top of the consulting field. I am at the tip of the spearhead that's on the top of the spear. Think about that. That's what I do. So I leave my house Sunday around 2 o'clock. I don't get home most weeks until late Friday. Some weeks I fly as many as 7 times a week. Most of the time I'm flying in the middle of the night. I work all day, I get my project open, I get my consultant in place, I get my tax attorneys in place. I'm racing to an airport to get a plane for my next assignment. Boom, assignment comes in, 10 minutes to accept. Racing through security. I'm getting my next consultant up to speed. I'm getting my next tax attorney up to speed. I'm reading the client file. I'm racing to a plane. Then, while I'm flying in the middle of the night, typically across the country, I'm preparing myself to walk into that business. I need to know more about that business than the business owner knows about his own business by the time I walk in the door. Okay? So I get in the hotel around midnight to 2 a.m. I have to unpack all my stuff, get my suits ready for the next day. Then, if I do get to sleep, the alarm goes off at 4 a.m. Boom, I'm up on the treadmill, start my Stoic study time. The clock starts all over again. no sleep, sometimes no food, always have to be ready. The burnout rate in what I do, 7 months. 7 months is the average burnout rate for someone doing what I do. I'm a year and a half in now, and I'm catching my fucking stride. Why? Because it does not matter the obstacle that is in front of me. I had to look up the term juggernaut. But what this basically means is there may be an obstacle, but my mindset, my intentions on the other side of that thing. So I will run through you. If I can't get around you, if I can't get over you, if I can't get under you, I will fucking go through you. Because when I make a commitment to do a thing, I'm going to do that thing. I don't care that I was laying in my hotel room. No shit. Bleeding out my orifices. I got some shit going on inside. Bleeding out my orifices. Throwing up. But still, I put my fucking battle rattle on, and I was at my client. I was getting my project open. Why? Because at $595 an hour, I have to show the fuck up whether I feel good or not. So, yes, I am very much a juggernaut. And yes, the obstacle is the way. Because you don't get as good as I am doing what I do unless you are willing to fucking put your head down and go through some shit. So I will continue. Today, things will happen that are contrary to your plans, like me. Travel gets fucked up all the time. I have literally had to race out of an airport, get back in a rental car, and drive 6 hours because the plane got fucked up and I wasn't going to get there in time. So instead of flying and getting 2 hours of sleep, I had to drive and get no sleep. That's the obstacle. Don't care. I don't care. Other people complain. I'll book a flight tomorrow. I'll be late. I apologize. I'm sorry. Fuck that. I don't apologize. I get it done. Period. So if something prevents you from getting to your destination on time, chance to practice patience or find a better solution. If one of your employees makes an expensive mistake, like the one who's listening right now in my video, this is a chance to teach a valuable lesson. If your computer glitches and you lose all your work, awesome. Opportunity to start again. I love Jocko Willink, one of my mentors. He is the catalyst. When I was in Phoenix, Arizona, I heard him give his extreme ownership speak. I shook his hand afterwards. Fucking changed my life. And I love his theory on good. Oh, you didn't get that job you wanted. Good. Gives you a chance to elevate your skills. You didn't get the woman you wanted. Good. Gives you a chance to work on your body and find a better one, right? All of these things. You didn't close that deal you wanted. Good. Gives you the opportunity to increase that motivation and get a better deal. If something is going to hurt you, it gives you the opportunity to build resistance. If something is hard, it gives you the opportunity to get stronger. There are two paths in life. There's only two. And I know immediately when I'm in the presence of a human being which path they take. There are two. There's the easy path and there's the hard way. If you choose the easy way, you will always live a life of mediocrity. You will never find true self-respect and happiness. You won't. Unless you're delusional, and then all reason's out the window. I have a tremendous amount of self-respect and self-love. Why? Because I do the hard thing. I do the hard thing when other people won't. That's a flex for me. It's also a flex for me when they say, it's Shawn. I know he'll get it done. You're fucking right. That's the reputation that I've earned. Because I put my head down as the fucking juggernaut and run through that shit. So, while I am not while I am not telling you to be me, because I have a different personality type, what I'm telling you is that the obstacle is always the way, whether it teaches you patience or strength or resilience or a lesson on how to do something better, faster, smarter, more efficiently. The obstacle is the lesson. It is the knowledge. It is the catalyst to success. And on that, we're going to have the most amazing day.